Hello folks, a quiet day to begin the week with the Nasdaq barely moving but SoundHound falling over 5%. I think SoundHound will likely fall to around $5 over the next few days, but stay to the end of the video to see what I think will happen after that. So in today's video, I'll talk about the possibility of a short-term correction in the broader market, SoundHound's price action today, and my forecast for the rest of the week and beyond. Before we begin, most of you are not subscribed, so please hit that like and subscribe button to get instant updates when I post SoundHound videos. And also, I'm not a financial advisor, so take all my content with a grain of salt and seek professional financial advice if you need to. Over the weekend, we got a couple of key economic reports. The most important was the core PCE released on Friday, which was pretty much in line with expectations of 2.8% year over year. As such, there wasn't much of a market reaction today. However, the weird thing is how the bond market reacted. By all accounts, long rates should have gone down, but instead, they actually rose. I think this is the reason why equities had a bit of a mixed reaction today. The fact that long bond yields went up alongside the price of commodities like crude oil and copper suggests to me that the bond market might actually be pricing in higher inflation in the near future, which means that interest rates are going to stay higher for longer. This is bad for long-dated equities such as non-profitable technology stocks, which rely on low interest rates to fund growth. This is one of the reasons why small caps like SoundHound got hit today, alongside the Russell 2000, which actually fell, whereas the Nasdaq did not. So unfortunately for small caps like SoundHound, I think we might see continued weakness over the next few days unless bond yields start to fall, or we get some signaling from the Fed that they're going to cut rates in the next FOMC meeting. To put it simply, if the price of TLT, which is the 20-year Treasury ETF, continues to fall, then growth stocks like SoundHound will continue to show weakness, since it means bond yields would be higher. And unfortunately for us, the trend of TLT is decidedly down, meaning interest rates are trending upwards, and it might try to keep going up this week. If that happens, I expect SoundHound to fall to around $5 or even lower, but hopefully it finds support in the lower bound of this consolidation box. I've been predicting a correction in the general market for a few weeks now, and this shift towards higher for longer interest rates could be the final straw. If interest rates continue to go higher, I would expect to see something like a 10 to 15% correction in the Nasdaq. If this were to happen, SoundHound would most likely fall too, but I want to see it hold above $5. I drew this consolidation box a few weeks ago, and so far the price seems to be staying within its bounds. Over the next few weeks, I think it'll continue to keep bouncing around in it unless some positive news drops or market sentiment improves. On that note, I noticed that a couple of small cap AI stocks like CXAI, AISP and MDAI went up hard yesterday, so there's still some strong interest in this sector. Like I said in previous videos, I think SoundHound is currently undergoing a consolidation between $5 to $7. This process usually takes anywhere from several weeks to several months. Am I willing to wait several months before it breaks out again? Of course, patience is a virtue when trading, and you can't expect your stocks to rally non-stop for weeks on end. Sometimes stocks have to slow down and catch a breath for a little while before going higher again. So going back to the macro side, if interest rates stay higher for longer, can the markets continue to go up? I think so. Higher interest rates caused by economic growth is very bullish for stocks. And a further sign that economic growth continues to accelerate is the fact that ISM PMIs, which are monthly indicators of manufacturing growth, just beat expectations significantly. If you look at this chart, you'll notice that every time the PMIs bottom out and rise above 50, it's a great time to be in stocks. Recently, we saw this in 2009, 2012, 2016, and 2020. Right now, it looks like the ISM PMIs are bottoming yet again, and that might mean that this bull market still has a lot of legs to run. Why is it good if this chart bottoms out and starts rising? This is because if manufacturing picks up, which this chart depicts, it's a sign that the economy is growing, and when the economy is growing, it's clearly good for the stock market. So even though there's no guarantee that SoundHound will necessarily do well from this, it's good to see that the economic backdrop is positive rather than negative. So in summary, I think SoundHound will continue to bounce around on low volume for the rest of the week. I hope it doesn't go below $5, because if it does, $4 is the next level of support. Anyway, I'm still holding SoundHound, and I will stay patient with it for now. If you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe button for daily SoundHound updates. Thanks for watching, and see you tomorrow.